The Accountability Ladder by Sean Delaney, who are a consultancy firm, again from the 2010s. This is a slightly more modern model for us to have a look at. It's a really interesting one because what the intention behind it is about making sure that we can hold people to account for the actions that they decide that they're going to do as part of their coaching. And what we see with clients is that sometimes they just don't take accountability for things. So they feel like they are a victim to the circumstances and that they don't have the ability to make any change happen for them. So the accountability ladder just helps us to kind of tease out with the client, how much agency do you have in this situation? So let's go through it together. So at the top of the ladder, we have the idea that we've got making it happen kind of behaviours. We are ready and willing to go. We know exactly what we've got to do. I feel completely self-assured and like I've got the skills and capabilities to make it happen. And then just down from that, we have finding solutions. So we might be able to access different choices, different ways of thinking about things. We need to be able to identify what is the potential solution here that's going to help us with this particular thing. And then down below that, it's about embracing that opportunity to do something with it. So I'm starting to think, oh, I actually could do something here. It is within my control. And then down below that, we have acknowledging responsibility, just accepting that it is something to do with us, that we, possibly have a role to play in it, that perhaps we could do something to begin to move it forwards. So we call those accountable behaviours, and they're above the line. They're kind of positive, agentic ways of doing things. So working up from the neutral space, we've got this acknowledging the responsibility, embracing the responsibility and feeling like I can take some ownership of it, finding solutions, so getting into that creative headspace about what to do with things. And then at the top of the ladder, this making it happen. I'm gonna do it. I am fully accountable. I'm on it. Getting going. And underneath the line where we head into these victim behaviours, these more negative behaviours potentially, this is where I don't feel like I have any agency with anything. So I might express things as a phrase of wait and hope. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed and hopefully everything will work out all right. So I'm not taking any kind of opportunity to influence, change, challenge, shape anything that's going on. I'm just going to be sitting there in that passive space. Underneath that, it's that sense of I just can't do anything with this. I don't have any power over the situation. I don't have any control or influence over the situation. So I'm absolving myself of any responsibility or any agency to make any changes happen. And then underneath that happens excuses. So we actually come up with all the reasons why we couldn't possibly do anything about it. What's getting in the way, all of the things, all of the barriers, all of the things that are going to be problematic for me to be able to find any agency to do anything with. And that just shows that we're not taking any kind of accountability at all for the issue that we're facing. We're hoping that someone else is going to fix it for us, or we feel like there's nothing that we can do and it's everybody else's fault. We're sort of beginning to feel like we can't do anything about it. And then the sort of layer below that is about blaming others. So we're literally just going, it's nothing I can do about it. It's everybody else's fault. I haven't got any agency. I feel like a victim, and therefore it's up to you to do it for me. So I'm really into this kind of negative, I can't do anything, no control, no ability to influence in that space. And then underneath that, we've just got this kind of base layer, which is I'm just not even sure that it's something I have any agency over or not. It's out of my consciousness. I don't have any awareness of that at all. So what we're trying to do in terms of the coaching is we're trying to shift people towards this more positive, agentic way of being. We're trying to help people move forward in coaching. So it's how do we shift people up the ladder if they are in that kind of victim mentality? If they feel like they don't have any control or any ability to influence, how would we take them up to the next level of the ladder where they're beginning to work towards some agency, some ability to take control, some accountability for it? And we're aiming to walk people up the ladder step by step until they're able to go and make it happen.